Hey guys, it's Circus Stripes. So today we're doing a Sims 4 speed build, and this is a kind of interesting build. I haven't seen anything quite like it done before. It's like a one-room schoolhouse, except it's modern. So in practicality, I don't really know what you would use it for. Maybe like if you did homeschool, or if you had like a very, very, very tiny private school. What I personally had this in mind for is a type of thing where it's like an orphanage, and then beside it they bring in like a tutor and they go to school like at this building. Because I actually have some friends who do this, just like them. So there's like 4 of them and their siblings. Anyway, and they have like a classroom separate from their house, and they have a tutor that comes in and teaches them, like, 5 days a week, whatever, like a normal school. It's pretty interesting. So it's kind of like based off that idea, because I wanted to do something semi back to school related, but like obviously there's no way that I'd ever build a school, because I don't know, I just wouldn't find that very fun. So I did this, and honestly I think it turned out pretty cute. I like it. It's for about 6 students. I mean, you could do more, not very easily though. You could do less, obviously. And I think that I'm gonna make a house to go beside it with like, it's a house for the 6 students, like they're orphans or almost like a really strange boarding school type situation. I'm not entirely sure, but I will have that probably next video. Anyway, I haven't done a Sims build in a super long time. It's probably been like a month, and I'm really sorry. I was like away and I was very busy, and then when I was home, I just couldn't think of anything to build, and like there wasn't anything I wanted to build. And so whenever that happens, like I may try to start builds, but I just never can get through them at all. And so we back now finally with a build. And also this is a little bit fall themed, just because that's what I wanted. Just like, that's the season that school starts in. And so I do have like a few pumpkins and stuff around. Anyway, I'll have a download link and screenshots at the end. So, like I was saying, I wasn't feeling up to doing one, but then I don't actually know where I got this idea from. Just being lazy, I guess, is inspirational, guys. No, but yeah, I came up with this idea and I was like, heck yeah, my guy. So I went ahead and I did it. Obviously, that's why we're here. No, I genuinely had like a really good time doing this, and I don't know, I'm glad to get, I guess, back into The Sims a tiny bit. Like, I don't play it that often, but I really enjoy doing just little things like this. And I love and hate the back to school season. I hate it because I have to go back to school, but I also love it because okay. Let me start from the beginning. Here's why I hate it. Back to school means that I'm gonna have to be like, doing actually productive things, like, 5 days a week for like 4 or 5 hours. I don't know. Sometimes it takes a lot more. Sometimes it takes less time. We'll see. And more on that in a little bit. But, a lot of work and less free time. And then all my friends are also busy, which isn't as fun, because we can hang out less. And it's just, and then it's cold, and I don't know, it's just like, oh, okay, wow, this came really quickly. But then I also love it because at the beginning, another reason I hate it is because I know halfway through I'm just gonna be dead, probably, and I'm gonna hate everything. But I love it because it's like fall comes, which is all cozy, and I don't know, I just love it. You can have cider, and then it also will give some structure to my day. But it all depends on how my school goes, because I don't know. I just signed up for the school that I'm going to go to. I think I signed up yesterday or the day before. Anyway, I'm doing online school because I live in Europe and I travel back to America sometimes, and I don't know, we go to conferences. There's also not a school that would work very well for me to go to where I'm living right now. And so I'm gonna be a freshman in high school, but that means that I have to switch schools from my middle school, because I was doing an online middle school, but my parents just weren't pleased with them. Now, personally, I really liked them, but they're like, I don't know, my parents just weren't a fan, and they didn't want to, there wasn't very many places that offered their high school And so we're going to do a different curriculum at a different school for my high school for the first 2 years at least. Anyway, but this one, what they do is like, I have 6 classes, of course, like everyone, but they don't. So usually you have assignments for certain days. What they do is they don't tell you when to work on them. Basically, they have like them in sections or whatever. Like they have assignments that you have to get done, but it's not like do this by the 25th, do this by the 31st type thing. It's they're just like, okay, you have, I think like the curriculum is open for 90 days. No. I don't know. For about a year though, or something like that. 9 months. Anyway, and they have each of the things, they're like, okay, this first section should be completed in 2 weeks. The second one should be completed, like it should take 3 weeks to complete, and just like that. And then it's just basically you have to plan what subjects to do which days and for how long. And I'm not really a fan of that because I don't know anything about that. So I had to get my mom, like she was helping me with that yesterday, and it was very stressful for me because I didn't know what I was doing, and they didn't really, or at least as far as I'm aware, they didn't really be like, okay, they didn't have a class showing how. So I wasn't happy with that, but I do think that it should be fine. I always get really scared because I don't know how hard this school is gonna be, and I think I should be fine. The thing I do like is, so I took algebra 1 in middle school, and like I passed that fine. I don't know, like a 92 or something. Anyway, I understood most of it, whatever, we good. But this school, what they do is basically I have to take it again, or I could take pre-algebra, but I'm not taking that again because I already passed that. So I'm just going to be doing algebra 1 for a second year in a row. And I was actually talking to some of my friends, and some of them were like, yeah, I did algebra 1 in middle school and in high school. But my mom's like, no, that's okay, because you have to get a super good grasp on it. And I think that my grasp was fine, but at least this will be a little bit easier, so I'm not entirely upset. And then also, somehow how it works, and I don't entirely understand the logistics of this, but how my mom has it planned out, because I'm going to do a thing called dual enrollment, which is basically high school classes, but also for college credits. And you do that, I'm going to be doing that the last 2 years of high school. Anyway, sorry, you guys probably don't care, but I'm going to keep going on about this, because I don't really have anything else to talk about. So I get out of, somehow through this, because she knows which math classes I'm going to take in college, I'm going to get out of doing algebra 2. So I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, she's like, it's not entirely guaranteed, but you're probably going to be able to get out of doing that. So, you know what? I'm not a sad camper. That didn't make sense. Whatever. I'm a happy camper. We good. So, yeah, I don't know. That's going well. So, I'm like, again, I'm scared, but I think that I'll be able to do it fine. And so what I've currently been doing is, because it's summer, I've been really lazy, and I keep doing this thing where I really want to record videos, but I'm not just sure what, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea, whatever. And it's really bad because I like have the time, but I just haven't been posting because I just don't trust myself to record, even though because like I'm like, I want to do that, but do I? And I don't know. Usually when I have something more than one thing to think about, if I have something else to focus on, then I will get very inspired about the other thing, kind of. So when I'm doing school, I'll probably end up somehow getting ideas for YouTube. And so I think that will be good. I'm just hoping. And something I am fairly happy about is how it's planned out. Most days I only have to work on 3 subjects. And they said to work 15 to 20 hours a week for that's most people do. And that means that I should only have to work like 4 or 5 hours a day. And so I'm feeling better than I was before. I don't know, we'll see. I might come back next week just crying in tears like, I hate everything, this isn't good. But oh well. I'm gonna try to get entirely prepared, because I start on the 3rd, the beginning of September is when I'm gonna start. Anyway, I hope it should be good. Also, instead of having 36 weeks, I have 30 weeks. So that's kind of good. Of school, sorry. Anyway, here are the screenshots. So sorry for rambling. Thank you so much for listening to me. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.